Before I start this video, I just want to say shout out to the Patreons for making this possible. If you want to get monthly one-shots, samples, presets, and etc., and one-on-one classes and live breakdowns, then join the Patreon. So recently I've been in my R&B bag. I've been listening to a whole lot of R&B artists, mainly SZA, and we all know that she's going to be dropping a new project within the upcoming months, and I just been listening to her a lot, and I want to try and recreate vibes like Shirt, Broken Clocks, and Good Days, sort of a more guitar oriented sample. So let's get into it. Now when I first made this sample, I sort of needed something at the forefront, like a guitar or whatever, so I had laid down these chords on guitar, and this really sets the mood for the rest of the sample. I also utilized a lot of chorus and compression to give it a sort of indie vibe. Now after this, I decided to lay another guitar on top, and for this guitar what I did is that I arpeggiated the chords. It sort of gives it like an indie R&B feeling, what I'm trying to go for, and I utilize a lot of panning and compression. Now if this makes sense in my samples, I like to do a whole lot of contrasting. Now the first two elements in the sample that I have are guitars, main elements. Then I just wanted to layer something in the back, something a bit softer but still ambient and present. So I grabbed my Rev 2, ran it through my Thermi, and I made a bunch of synthy textures in the background. I used a whole lot of delay and a lot of chorus as well to further build upon that idea. Right, then after that I layered some more Rev 2 synths in the back, except I used some plucks and I put a whole bunch of delay on it again to add a bit more substance to the sample. Now coming up for the bass, I didn't really do anything too complicated, since there's already a whole lot going on in the sample at this point, especially since the bass is carrying the rhythm and I wouldn't want to complicate the rhythm. And in addition to that, I sort of slide down some of the notes while I'm sustaining it. Now coming up next, I did some more layering. I grabbed this palm muted piano from Piano Book and I added a whole bunch of reverb to it, and I have it sitting in the back just to add more substance to the sample per usual. Now next I used that same palm muted piano and I just added some wah to it, and I just have that sitting in the background as well. Right, and after that I decided to make a perc loop with me just singing the guitar, and I have that in the back to provide some more rhythm for the sample. Now finally for the vocals, I decided to have a little bit of syncopation going on and have a lot of vocals playing at separate times and etc. to sort of provide like a rhythm. In addition to that, I have a lot of delay and reverb on these vocals to keep the ambient theme going. And this provides a whole lot of support to the sample because when you put everything all together, it really meshes well and makes it sound more coherent. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the Patreons again. And if you want the sample, it's actually in the Patreon. So yeah, if you want to get that, join the Patreon. Link in the description below. I'm gonna catch y'all in a bit though. Peace.